Alright, it is 3 o'clock. Time to start the stream. Hey guys, welcome back to Hand of Fate 2. It's time for our weekly chapter. Get another chapter under our belt here, out of the, I think 20 total in this game. Last time we did chapter 14, which I believe was Death. We had to run away from an assassin and raise our max health to survive an arrow to the face. That was a pretty easy chapter, all in all. I think we had pretty good luck with our draws. So, it's time to see what the next chapter has in store for us. For anybody on the stream, or that is watching this on YouTube later, my webcam's broken, so y'all get to do without seeing my beautiful face this time. But I think we'll manage. Got a new one ordered. I'll be here for next week. Alright, so this week it looks like we are doing Temperance. Alright, Temperance. During the worst famine in the history of the Empire, an unnatural power is causing the dead to rise and stalk the land. Oh, we get to fight zombies this time. We haven't fought zombies in a while. Food shortage. The famine has made food scarce. Avoid starvation. Yeah, that's always the way with this game. Always running out of food. And undead. Destroy the source of the undead. So we're going to have mostly undead encounters this match. So we want to stack our deck for that. Alright, so as always, I'm going to go with our recommend option first. And I'm going to customize it from there and put in the stuff we actually want. Alright, who is our suggested companion this time? We have the soldier. Okay, I like her. She's good in the fights. And it's anyone other than Malclips. I'm good with that. She helps us out with precision gambits. Gives us a free retry on those sometimes. I'm not sure what kind of gambits we're going to run into this chapter, because it didn't really give us any hints on the previous page. Alright, our encounters. We're going to want to take out at least one to include her side quest story, which is this one. This is probably not a good chapter to do it for, though, because we've pulled this card before in a previous chapter and we weren't able to do it. We need a lot, and I mean a lot, of food to even start this side quest, and seeing as how the theme of this chapter is going to be starvation and preserving food, this is not a good one to do it on. That being said, I think we should actually change our companion so that we can work on a side quest at least. What do we need for this one? Trading gold, chance cards. We don't know what Kolbjorn needs for his. Or Malaclips. Well, we did Kolbjorn's side mission on the last chapter, so I think we've gotten pretty far with him. So let's go ahead and see where his is going. And also he's good in a fight too. What do we want to get rid of to take that along? A couple new ones in here. We're always obviously going to want encounters that have something to do with food for the most part. Those are all pretty good. Gnomish exchange can be kind of minor. I don't really like this one much, but it'll be good on this chapter. This one hasn't been too useful so far, so we'll take it out. Bring in yeah, okay, I know I need Kolbjorn. Let's go back. Swap him out. And bring in his card. We'll see what that needs. Maybe we'll do good, maybe we won't. Alright, for our equipment, what do we got? I know we've got at least a few swords and shields that are good against undead. We don't know what this one does, so we're going to bring it along and find out. This one probably has stuff against undead, but I don't like the two-handed weapons. Undead resistance. That's good to have. Rings are nice. This one's also good against skeletons. It also helps us with card gambits. Ring of Food is an obvious one we want, so is Armor of Gluttony. Extinguisher, not going to need that. Bloodletting Vial, we don't know what it does, and I don't really use artifacts much. I'm going to take it out too in favor of something else. Valiant Aegis is a good shield for eating less food. Jousting armor. That's... Well, they wanted to bring the soldier in, now they're also suggesting jousting armor, so they're kind of tipping their hand that maybe this encounter has a lot of precision gambits. But I don't know if we're going to need that, because we're probably going to have the Armor of Gluttony on as soon as possible, if we get it. So, I might take that one out if we need more space. Let's see. Cardinal Blade was not... Is this a good one? I know I just said I don't use two-handed maces, but... Nah. That's against the Empire. That's for selling. Maybe used that before. This was a good shield to have against undead.
You do like that one, don't you?
Yeah, do. I guess we don't have a sword that's good against the undead. Huh. Well, we're gonna need something in there because we got 2 shields and we don't have any one-handed weapons in here. Oh, that's cool. We got this last chapter and I have no idea what it does. I kind of want to find out, so I'm gonna throw it in there. We have a lot of equipment now, by the way. In fact, I think I'm gonna take out... We'll find out what... Well, it's gotta be suggesting it for a reason. Yeah, let's take out the jousting armor. I kind of don't like playing any chapters where we don't have the Gambler's Jewel. It's so helpful. Okay, let's find us a one-handed sword. We need something. Okay, Winter's Bane is only good against Northerners. Same with Scorched Bane, so we don't want either of those. That's only good for selling, that's only good against Empire. So I guess that really only leaves us with the Cardinal Blade. Which is fine. Oh wait, it does actually do more damage on Corrupted, it just doesn't have it in the icon for them. So yeah, that's definitely our best one to take here. So that puts us at 10 out of 10. We only have the one sword in there, but that'll be fine. We'll find out what this Reaper's Arrow does. Okay, it's suggesting potion, food, and gold. I don't know if we'll need the potion. Although we did keep in Gnomish Exchange, so it's good to trade that away when it's empty on uses. But that's only going to be useful if we take damage. Whereas we could take some... Could take our Blessing, Fate's Path with us. Or a starter sword. Merchant Ring is not very useful. Some armor. Yeah, let's take that out and go with our Blessing. I like bringing this Blessing along. It's very helpful. If you... Basically what it does is if you step on the exit for a floor before you've finished uncovering all the cards there, it'll reveal everything for you. So if you hit the exit early, then you get everything revealed. It's great. Alright, let's go with this and see how we do. We don't even know how hard the challenge is yet. We can fine-tune if we fuck up.
The Empire works against its own people, yet none of it matters. There will be no uprising as long as they are fed. Yet, take away their bread, and even the most peaceful begin to consider the songs of revolt.
Alright. Desperate times. The innkeeper joins you at your table. I have some information. The Reaper was paid up front by a halfling known as Garrick Droken. The price was apparently an entire cartload of gold. He made the contract and then left the city. Alright, so I guess we're continuing the story from last chapter, because the Reaper was the assassin that tried to kill us. Hey, Ro. How's it going? Welcome back, Avishar. Good to see y'all are here for the first part of the stream instead of the end of it this time. Alright, so we're continuing the story from last time where, yeah, the webcam's just broken, dude. Like, it's been fickle before where I have to restart OBS like 3 or 4 times before it'll show up, but now just like no matter how many times it's not working. Even if I plug it into a different USB port, it's fucked.
Welcome
but I've already
back to the game of life and death.
Okay, talk over me, sure. I've got a new one ordered though, so we'll have a much better webcam soon. Alright, and Avishar, how goes the quest? Well, we're just starting this one, so you're here for the beginning. Alright, so let's ask for some information. Let's ask about Garrick. A mercenary. He was employed by the Imperial Army for several years until they wiped out the Halfling kingdoms. Since then, he works for the highest bidder. Well, where do we find him? He was last seen on the road to Bridgemore Village, a farming village in the outer provinces. The whole area is up in arms with this famine going on. If you want my advice, you should leave the city. Forget this life of death and glory. Find peace in whatever far-off land you can before your enemies catch up with you. Who knows what calamity will befall when they find out you're still alive? That's boring. We don't want to do that. Let's depart. Okay, so we got our objectives up on the right. We got 0 villagers lost, 10 limit, and go to Bridgemore Village. Okay, so we don't just have to collect food for ourselves, we have to do it for the villagers, I guess. Alright, let's start by going up.
Farmers know better than any other that we reap the rewards of our earlier efforts.
Bitter winter. Across a snow-covered field, you see a lonely homestead. As you approach, you're greeted by the occupants, a farmer and his family. The farmer wrings his hands nervously as he fights his pride. I don't suppose you can spare my family some food. We have very few supplies to last us the winter. We would be most grateful. Alright, well, right off the bat, we have to give up some of our starter food. I'm not sure if this is going to be the type of encounter where you need to do the maximum possible to get the good ending. But we do have enough for it right now. So we could give him all of our food and really just kind of hope that we find some quickly. See, I don't want to give him a smaller amount and have that be the thing that screws the entire run out of gold. So yeah, you know what? We're healthy. We can starve. Bless your soul, the farmer gasps as you hand him the food. You lose 8 food. This is more than I could have ever expected from a stranger. I will spread word of this deed, and come the harvest, I will repay this gesture as best I can. The dealer adds an encounter card to the deck and you gain 2 fame. Harvest. Okay, cool, so that's going to pay us back later. That was probably the good thing to do. It's going to cause us some pain before then, though. Alright, what do y'all think? Left or right first? Not going to really matter because I tend to go to every card I can, but we only have 1 food to work with, so... Although I can go to camp and buy some, so... A weakened trader accepts your offer of a warm fire. He looks over his shoulder into the still night. Olbjorn tries to keep the fire burning small. We should not attract the undead here, or worse, the hungry. Oh yeah, the undead. Oh, great. We don't have any food to buy. They stuck with the theme in this chapter. No food, only death abounds. The trader grips your arm in terror. Calm down, dude. What equipment do we have in here? We have the Band of Faith. That'll be useful later, but we don't have enough gold for it yet. That reduces damage from undead, which is the theme enemies for this chapter. Alright, let's break camp. You want to go left, Rush? Cool, sounds good. And we'll stick with our starter sword and shield. And the trading house, which we can do nothing at. Because this is not the one where you can buy supplies. You can only trade stuff you already have, which we have nothing. Okay, bye. Alright, there's some starvation damage.
Gasping with each step, hoping to survive. Find food if you can.
You're surrounded by hungry, armed villagers. A few push forward to confront you, while many more hang back out of harm's way. Oh, we have to actually fight them? You must have something for us to eat. Well, I technically do not. Every food you donate will feed 2 angry villagers. I guess that probably reduce the number of people you have to fight here, but do you have to fight anyways? I'm not sure. We may already be screwed since we don't have any food. You turn out your pockets, revealing no food. The mob disperses slowly. Oh, okay, we don't have to fight anybody if we have no food. That works, I guess, as long as that doesn't kill people.
Of course, in a world that has lost all of its wonder, violence, muscle, and brute strength still remain. So like the usurper in all its ways.
Alright, so we haven't seen this card before. I think it might be from the chapter itself. I didn't look too hard at our deck before we came in. Thomas the Ogre. You're cautiously approached on the trail by a group of farmers. Greetings, friend, one of them begins. Are you in need of supplies? Yeah, we are. Very badly, actually. The group explains that an evil ogre has stockpiled rations in his cave not far away. They intend to fight the creature and retrieve the goods to feed their families. He doesn't look very evil from his card over there. Would you be willing to tag along for an equal share of the food? Hell yeah, we need that food. You set out at once for the ogre's lair. Along the way, they explain exactly what sort of beast is awaiting you. It knocked poor Chester's pie wagon right over with a single swipe of its mighty paw. He lost his entire day's supplies in an instant. Oh, fuck that pie-hating bastard. Ignore the farmers the rest of the journey or listen to more stories. Okay, I'll listen to more. Sure. Cassius the baker told me that it broke into his shop last month looking for food. It set the whole place on fire while raiding the oven. Okay, let's listen to more. It's huge and nasty, the taller farmer says. My cousin saw it eat 5 live chickens in a single bite while it was stealing his cows. Well, he's just hungry. But still, we're hungry too. It ate, oh shit, it ate my nephew's dog right there in front of him. Little Joseph was out collecting firewood when the great hairy beast plucked his dog off the ground and swallowed him with one bite. Well, fuck that guy. You don't kill the dog. You don't kill the dog, or you're automatically the bad guy. Ask whether any of them have actually seen the ogre. The group is suddenly quiet as they exchange glances. No. But my Aunt Maudie swears that it ate all of the radishes in her garden. Uh-huh, is that right? Oh, fuck you, Ro. I'm actually doing a little bit more voices than I usually do. The monster's lair is just up ahead, one of the farmers comments sometime later. Is it now? A deep voice inquires, as the monster in question strolls into view. Doom, ogre. Yeah, we fought an ogre before, actually. And we had to run away from it a lot, too. The speechless farmers hastily retreat as the ogre stops and inspects you. I was about to say impacts for some reason. Just waiting for him to punch us. My name is Thomas, and this is my domain. What business have you here? Demand that he return the stolen food, or just attack immediately. Well, okay. Let me say what I'm thinking here. Obviously, these farmers are full of shit. And this is a good ogre, blah, blah, blah. That's the real story here, is that he's a good ogre, and we're probably going to end up helping him if we actually get the full story. But we need food. I'm sure if you just ignore him and fight him immediately, we steal some food and it was some, like, for his family or something, and it's real bad. It's probably the bad, bad ending route. But if we do this the right way, are we still going to get food, I'm wondering? Or are we going to get fame and gold or something instead? Well, only one way to find out. Let's be the White Knight first. Let's demand that he return the stolen food that he probably doesn't have. I have stolen no goods from these humans. What food I possess I earned with my own hands in this forest. Your desperation does not give you the right to take what is rightfully mine. The farmers manage to find their voices, throwing all manner of accusations at Thomas, who merely shakes his head in response. Believe what you will, warrior, but know that I will defend my home. He lifts his weapon purposefully, saying, I may be more reasonable than most of my kin, but thought without action is pointless, after all. We got an intellectual ogre here. Alright, let's do the good thing. Maybe he'll share some of the food with us for not being a dick. I really don't care. I mean, okay, I do care, but I don't care as much about the outcome of this as to which option gives me more food. No spoilers, Avishar. I gotta at least try and figure it out the first time through. But thank you. Alright, let's refuse to fight. What? The farmers cry incredulously. Are you siding with this hulking monster? Despite their outrage and frustration, the farmers can do little but give up and return home. Yeah, they don't want to fight with this. A reasonable human, Thomas comments, turning to you. You are indeed a rare beast. He gestures to a waterfall behind him. My dwelling lies beyond the waterfall. Would you care to join me for a game? I have few visitors of your intellectual caliber. God damn, like I said, we got a real intellectual ogre here. Oh no. I may have a magical trinket I would be willing to bet against you, just to make things interesting. Great. So it sounds like if we win his little challenge here, we're gonna get gear or a blessing instead of food. But, well, let's try it. Oh shit. We get to choose. You follow the ogre back to his lair and sit at a stone table opposite him. What takes your interest today? Cards? Dice? Alright, so we can play card gambit, play a dice gambit, or play a pendulum gambit. I don't want to do card game, obviously. It's fucked us over too many times. We don't have any of our accessories or blessings or whatnot to make any of these easier yet. So, as much as I'm usually against pendulum gambits, that might be our best chance at succeeding here without having some kind of edge. Alright, let's try the pendulum. Hopefully it's not too bad. Oh hell, this is an easy one.
The pendulum is ever changing, and the challenges it presents.
This was the right choice.
Too.
Alright, we got a great success. You played the game well. I did better than well. I will have to do better in the future, Thomas admonishes himself. He reaches behind the table and lifts an item, saying, Would this be of any use to you?
Well done. As you travel, you will find fame and infamy follow you. Not yet, however.
Alright, so instead of something useful, we got our ring first. Obviously it is useful, but it's not a... usually try and get a weapon as soon as possible in a run. But okay. We got our ring of faith that we can't equip yet because we don't have the fame. Oh, we can play again. I guess that's because we got the great success. Alright, well... let's play the dice game. Ooh, we have to hit 14. That's a high
Back to
target.
the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
I have not learned to be their master because they don't even really shuffle when you spin them around. Oh my god. Please. Please. Ah. Yes. Holy shit. That was a good score.
Victory. You are learning.
Perhaps I have grown lax from sitting in the forest by myself for too long. I mean, you can't really... Here, do any of these interest you? Thomas puts some items on the table for you to inspect. Oh, cool, we get to choose this time. Alright, well... The Armor of Gluttony is obviously going to be needed for this chapter. We need our food gains. And Valiant Aegis helps us eat less. Now, we can't actually get benefit from the Armor of Gluttony until we get 12 Fame, but we don't know when it might next show up, and overall it's going to be more useful to us than the shield, so we're going to take it. Oh, and we get to try another game. Cool. Okay, this encounter is pretty good. I assume since we got a token from it, we'll be able to put it in our deck later, so that's going to probably be one of my favorites to bring now. I've not played many games against humans. Mostly, they try to kill me. Luckily for me, the fairy folk are far more civilized. Play a card game. Oh, we are not succeeding this one, my friends. I have no idea where that success went because it got shuffled under the deck. We only have a 1 out of 4 chance of succeeding this one, but let's see what y'all think. Any opinions? Let's see. What am I leaning towards? Alright, if y'all don't have an opinion... Oh, there we go. Alright. I don't have any idea either way, so I'm gonna go with your gut feeling, Roche. Ah, so close. I was kind of gonna pick 4 if nobody voted, but oh well. It's fine. We already got 2 pieces of gear out of this. Thomas plays the game with both skill and luck. Never mind your loss, he says. Clearly you've never played that game. Oh, fuck. Y'all believe me, dude. We've played this game before. The ogre stands. Thank you for your visit, human. I have enjoyed this afternoon's diversions, but now I must tend to other matters. You bid the ogre goodbye and head back into the forest. Yeah, there is that stream delay. Okay, so we're still starving. But we did get some gear that we can equip later. Probably was like I was thinking. If we actually sided with the farmers and killed his ass, we probably would have been able to steal all his food, which, in this specific chapter, that would have been the better choice. But, you know. Well, we got some health gain back from our starvation, at least.
Seek, but do not starve.
No, we're starving. An uneasy silence fills the air on a moonlit night, prompting you to continue your journey without stopping to camp. Make camp anyways. Or journey forward. This might have been a bad idea. Ignoring the dire threat on the edge of your mind, you make your camp and spend a restless, though uneventful night under the stars. Okay. There wasn't a point to that. Although you keep one hand on your weapon for the entire journey, nothing reveals itself as a threat. Alright, let's move on.
The people need food, and they turn to you because their leaders have failed them. The land itself has failed them.
Alright, so once again, we have hungry peasants. You're surrounded by hungry, armed villagers. A few push forward to confront you, while many more hang back out of harm's way. We need food! Every food you donate will feed 2 angry villagers. Well, we don't have any still. Bye. I sure hope that's not screwing us. I think it seems like that's just a fight encounter where you need to bribe them off. Like, this is probably the game's way of lowering your food so that you don't have it for a later challenge, but, you know, can't take less than 0. Okay, dark alley, so we can get some more gear here. And as well as some fame. Ooh, there's our Cardinal Blade. We gotta go for that. Suspiciously unguarded equipment. We've been ambushed. Who are we ambushed by? Okay, just some zombies. We'll be alright. Finally get into a battle this chapter. Haven't had any yet. Oh, that's a lot of zombies. Go get them.
Nothing good is
That was weird. It canceled out on my finisher and to block that attack. Oops. Everyone get up. But I can't fall off of here. Yeah. You sure are getting hurt a lot, Golden. You're not good against zombies or something? He's already dead. Leave him alone. I just kind of rolled in place there. Move, Kolbjorn. I need to kill this guy. Sure, a lot of finishers against these guys. Alright, finally. That only took forever. We'll have our better sword now, if we have the fame for it. Actually, I'm not sure if this one needs fame. Okay, we got enough for a Band of Faith now.
Power is yours to use.
So we'll take 20% less damage from the undead. Okay, we get our equipment. Okay, good. We didn't need fame to equip this. That'll put us in a good place for future fights against the undead. And now we can loot. Please have some food on you. Although I don't really know if I want the food that zombies were carrying. Don't give me gold. Please give me food. Yes! It's only 3, but it's something.
Next
Alright,
time,
general store.
bring more food.
Hey, we're at the store. Calm down. We'll go to Walmart. We'll get you some Twinkies. Jeez. Okay, I want to check the equipment first before we do that, though. Oh, we could buy the Mask of Holy Fortunes here, which is good for fighting skeletons, which we haven't seen any yet this fight. So, obviously that's not our priority right now. But, oh, I do want to know what the Reaper's Arrow does. Inflict 200 damage to a living enemy when activated. Undead are immune. Ignores armor. Deal 25% damage to brimstone enemies. Okay. Okay, so it's saying it'll only do 25% damage to brimstone, which are like boss encounters. Okay, so that's just like an easy finisher skill. But it's useless for us in this chapter. I just really wanted to know what it did. We definitely don't want that at any point in this chapter because everything here is undead. And what does this shield do? What? That's it? That's all it does? Reduce my movement speed and you can block shit? Can't even reflect them? What is this garbage? Why would I ever want this shield? It's like the worst shield we've gotten. It has high defense at least, but fuck that. Let's buy some food. I wish we had enough fame for the armor of gluttony, but... Oh yeah, we're out of gold. Nope. Alright, that's all we can do here for now. We don't have much food, though.
What do you think happens to the mind when one returns from death in this way? What happens to the heart?
Corpse wagon. One night you wake to the sound of a rusty wagon wheel passing on a nearby trail. Cautiously, you sneak closer to observe the scene. A drudge of skeletons is slowly dragging a wagon full of corpses through the forest. Great. They seem oblivious to your... Didn't I just say, like, oh, we haven't come across any skeletons yet, so we don't need that. Obviously, we needed the food more, but... They seem oblivious to your presence as you continue your journey. We can either attack them, follow them, or ignore them. Well, we don't want to ignore them. Let's follow them first before we attack them. After tedious hours trailing the macabre band, you approach a hill far from any settlement. Atop the hill stands a stone circle marked with eldritch runes. The skeletons drag their prized haul into the center. A sudden flash of blinding light forces you to look away. When your vision returns, the circle is empty, apart from an abandoned wagon. Oh, fuck! So we got nothing out of that. We should have attacked them. I mean, I doubt they were carrying food, but... We're on chapter 15 this time, Jude. Oh, what level, though? Yeah. It's down there at the bottom of the stream. This is Temperance. Okay, so we didn't have an opportunity to feed any villagers this this floor, so that's good, I guess, because we didn't have much food to give. An uneasy silence fills the air on a moonlit night, prompting you to continue your journey without stopping to camp. Onwards. You are attacked by the reanimated corpses of recently deceased peasants. Awesome. Yeah, we're dying a little bit. But we're doing okay. We're not totally fucked right now. We got our better sword this time, too. And we have the ring to reduce damage from the undead. A lot less enemies this time, too. Oh, hello.
No harder, yet we will do our best.
That was easy. Skeletons are very weak. Yay, armor gain. Okay, we don't want that freaking arrow. And I was just talking shit about this shield, but it's still better than what we got. So let's take it. You leave the broken bones of peasants scattered across the field and continue your quest. Okay, please give us some food encounters. Thanks, Rao.
Shamans are to be treated with suspicion. They are like mages, but they believe otherwise.
Alright, so we have Kolbjorn's side quest here. Hopefully we're in a good enough state to do it. Or we might, well, if not, we'll just find out what we need for it for next time. The shamans of the north are known as healers, raid leaders, and curse bringers, among other things. She stares warily as you approach, but relaxes at the sight of Kolbjorn. Clan Eyebright fodder and one of the eastern belt. I have only spilled your people's blood. I've yet to see one up close. The shaman peers into your eyes. Do you find it hard to move with bones so weak? Kolbjorn drops a blessing at the door, and the shaman allows him to enter. Well, good thing we had a blessing with us, and it's not one we absolutely need, so let's give it. Oh. The walls of the cabin are adorned with curiosities and keepsakes. Vials of black ichor, broken swords, and everywhere, golden trinkets. Ask to be blessed, draw one max life pain card. Ask for food, ask for gold, talk of Clan Eyebright. Alright, well, let's talk first, and then make our decision. I mean, it would still be challenging. If it got to the point where I literally could not clear chapters because of it, yeah, I guess I would. Let's talk about Clan Eyebright first. She nods. Yes, I know why you have come all this way. I already forgot the voice I gave her. Rogvir, Skald of Clan Crowfoot, was the one who led the burning. Rogvir, Kolbjorn says, his voice a low rumble. I guess I could have gone a little lower with his voice. He slumps down onto a wooden stool, and it creaks beneath his weight. We might have lost our chance to ask for food. Yeah, we did. God damn it. Kolbjorn is deep in thought. It seems like you'll have to ask the questions for him. How to avenge Clan Eyebright, what Kolbjorn did, or ask what happened in the burning. What happened in the burning? Most died, but of course you know that already. The shaman grins. Kolbjorn must tell you the rest. I only heard the screams from my shack. How to avenge Clan Eyebright. She cuts her thumb and wipes a line of blood onto your companion's brow, and then on his swords. To avenge this clan, you must die, Kolbjorn the betrayer. You defied the old ways, and so you must pay with your life. Perhaps then, good will return to Clan Eyebright. The shaman rearranges the row of skulls on her windowsill. Or perhaps it won't. Ancestors can be a fickle bunch. I'd be a lot more fuck you if one of them was a food option right now, and you didn't pick it. Kolbjorn blinks nervously. What if I cannot? The shaman nods. That is likely.
A new step forth, and a new revelation.
Well, that was simple enough. What did Kolbjorn do? Shaman shakes her head, the trinkets tied to her head just clinking gently. That is not mine to tell. Okay. Oh, good. We can still ask for food. Alright, we're gonna take a max life pain card. Here it goes. As payment, the shaman eagerly stabs you with a curved dagger. Oh boy. Surprisingly, you feel no pain, but an intense lethargy washes over you instead. No wound remains when she withdraws the blade. Yeah, you keep saying that, Jude. That's what I keep hearing, but I don't believe it. Okay, it was only 10. We're good. Oh, we still have to get a success? Alright, my money's on 3. I think I followed a card there. I'll give you a second to see what y'all think. Hey, you know, it's a 3 out of 4 chance. You're also thinking number 3? Yeah, that was one hell of a time, Jude. Literally every time we either went with you or against you, it was the wrong choice. Alright, let's do it. We got a success. I keep doing this every time, but in situations like that, I really should just watch the failure card instead of one of the success cards. She hands you several vine-wrapped loaves, insisting they're edible. I don't care, I'll take it. 5 food. Give me some more. 3 food. Give me some more. 5 food. Fuck yeah! This was the right encounter to take. The game wanted me to take the soldier along on this mission, but I decided to swap it to Kolbjorn, and just so I could do his side quest, and now that's really helped us here. What? For good measure, the shaman decides to curse me too. Oh, great. Oh, you son of a bitch. I take back everything I just said. No, that's the worst possible thing we could have right now. Fuck. Oh, fuck. This is the worst shit. I really hope there's some way we can get rid of that. Well, shit, I'm not asking for anything else from her. Fuck her. That's fucking terrible. The shaman's black eyes glint at you from the smoke of her shack as you depart. That's gonna make this really tough. What's Ally's Greed do? Does it make your companion eat more food when you walk or something?
The well-fed are
Fuck.
unpredictable. The hungry always seek a meal, through force if necessary.
Now we ran into this trap card to eat our food that we just gained. Oh, there's 4 of them. Let's do it. If we kill them, well, that probably counts against us. Hand out some food. A few villagers grab what they can and run off. Having dealt with those villagers who were the most aggressive or desperate, the remaining mob reluctantly allows you to leave. You lose 4 food. I don't think that's how it would have worked in real life. I think they would have lined up too. I'm like, alright, where's ours, motherfucker? Companion takes 30% of all your resources. Jesus, that is pretty bad too. Ooh, that's awful. Alright, well, is there any point to going to our camp right now? Food for sale is refreshed. There's none, though. Okay, we're done here, then. I want to sell my curse. Can I do that? Alright, moving on.
Hunger. It chews at you. This whole land is starving, and you are left with only hard choices.
The wretched. You wake one night to the sound of wrestling. With a start, you realize there are thieving hands pilfering your supplies. You lunge for the closest thief. You lose 2 food. Shit.
Here we see yet another wheel, each different, yet each bearing their own similarities.
No, you fuck! It was going! That was so close! No!
Perhaps you should have taken your time.
I did, though! This ain't going good, guys. The fiends get away with 2 of your food, leaving you shaking your fist in rage. No, we don't have any gold to spend here. Tarts, pies, and exotic lies. Hungry peasants surround the cart counting their coins worryingly. You sense that the prices may be quite steep. The old farmer hawks his wares to passerbys. Tarts, pies, and exotic lies. 1 second. Who the hell is texting me? Piss off. I'm streaming. Oh, never mind. My webcam is shipped. Great. That's relevant. We're not gonna have enough money to buy any of this shit, are we? Chester glares at 2 passing lovers walking hand in hand. To be young and naive, eh? Who's Chester? I guess he... I don't know. Well, do we want to try and buy something at least? Tarts, pies, or exotic lies? Oh, I don't care about that last one. So let's try and buy some tarts, I guess. It seems that Chester's terrible mood has warded off many customers today. He considers the towering stack of tarts before he finally decides on a price. It's probably way more than we can spend. Yep, it's at least 10 gold, so we can't do anything here. It doesn't matter which one we pick. Bam! But we don't have enough. Okay, bye. Nothing we can do there. On to the next level, I guess. No threats this time. Okay, can we please come across some encounters that give food? We've gotten mostly only cards from the actual chapter so far. We haven't gotten many of our own cards. Fuck! We don't have enough gold to get our... Ah, no! That blessing would have been helpful. Alright, thanks, Raj. We got the health right back from just eating food, but whatever. It's still... I wonder if it's intentionally not giving us any stream blessings for food this chapter. That'd be interesting if it was actually working that way. Alright, well, we gotta give away the rest of our food here. We're only gonna be able to appease 2 of them. You hand out some food. And now we have no food. Bye, guys.
The damage will persist unless you can find a meal to relieve yourself.
I'm alright. I'm not worried about my health. I'm worried about failing the challenge. You enter a tavern as a storm lights up the night sky. The bar is packed with fellow travelers seeking respite from the weather. As you make yourself comfortable in a relatively dry corner, a band of northern raiders kick in the doors. Prepare your souls for cleansing, godless heathens! Is that good enough? Is that good enough voice, Ro? Are you entertained? Ugh, I hate shamans. You ready your weapon? Okay, well, we don't have any of our northerner gear, but we do have a decent sword and shield, so we should be fine here. Just gotta try and take out that shaman first. Like there was basically no backstory to this guy. It was just, hey, you're chilling in an inn and these guys want to fuck your shit up. Fight. That's not a bad looking shield, at least. Broad shield. Gnarled and robust. Put it between you and the thing that wants to hurt you, and it will keep you safe. Yep, that's what shields are. Go. Oh shit. I didn't roll in time. Fuck you, shaman. Quit buffing your allies, piece of shit. Ass. Cock. Oh shit. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, Shaman's down. Right in the middle of these guys. Get up. Ah, shit, they were both attacking at the same time. That's not fair. I say, when it's the most logical thing to do. Oh, hey, I didn't know they could... Okay, never mind. Fuck off. For a minute, I thought they trapped their own ally, because Colbjorn's a northerner, and I couldn't tell them apart for a sec. You stop that. Yeah, that went pretty smoothly overall. Can we get some food from you guys, please? That'd be great. I mean, fame's nice too. We need that gluttony armor. The Northerners retreat into the storm. The innkeeper serves a round of drinks in your honor. Here, an old soldier left this with me before renouncing his adventuring for good. I want you to have it. He gave you his health? Yes, food. Only 3, though. Lag. Is the stream lagging? Is anyone else seeing lag on the stream? Oh, general store again. That was a lot of card shuffling for some reason. Adventurer, how's the world out there? Well, we need food, dude. Sell me some food. Oh, it's so expensive, though. Oh, the Ring of Food is here. That's tempting, but it would be all of our gold. That'll probably do more for us in the long run, though. Because we can only buy... We only have enough money to buy 1 food from him right now. I think we should buy the ring. I feel like that could be a bad choice, but... is there anything we want to get rid of? No, not really. Well, here goes. On to the next chapter. Alright, no threats in the middle of the fight this time. Yeah, that might have been it. Oh man, we gotta choose now. We have 1 food. No money. This chapter is rough. What do y'all think? West or south? I'm gonna go west. Fuck. Yeah, fuck you fucking kids. You wake one night to the sound of rustling. There's nothing in here, you hear a small voice exclaim. When at the start you realize that a group of children are rifling through your bags. They must have something to eat, another responds, a touch of desperation in your voice. As you get up to confront them, the children flee into the darkness empty-handed. Bye! Hi guys. Sorry, I ain't got nothing for you. I guess we don't do anything in this encounter. Still haven't lost any villagers though, so I guess we're fine.
Patience is a virtue,
Hey, oh. This is good, because our returns from the start of the chapter are going to pay off, but we still have that curse. You find yourself in the Edendorf fields once again, somehow, even though we've been traveling. The farmer's homestead lies ahead. The farmer and his family greet you as you approach the house. Oh, fuck. Please, give me that huge success. I have no idea where they went. I mean, they're all success cards. But we have a 50-50 chance of getting huge success. I think... I'm thinking number 1. So, let's see what y'all think. Don't lie, Jude. It's nothing like Final Fantasy Tactics. Except maybe kind of the art. Alright. Majority wins. We're going with number 2. It begins again. Damn it. I should have gone with my gut. But oh well. Thanks to you, we were able to just make it through the winter, the farmer says with a smile. The harvest has been good this year, so please, take this as a small token of our appreciation. 2. We get 1 food. Just 1. Finally. That would have been good a minute ago, but at least we have it now. Thank the family for their generosity and continue on your journey. Gain 2 fame. That could have been so much more food if we'd hit the great success and not had that curse and had the gluttony armor ready. Alright, well, we got some gold. Here's the thing, though. 20 gold's a nice chunk, but we could use our ring of food to just... let's keep the gold. If we had any more than 0 gold, I would change it out for food, but not this time. An Armor of Gluttony will give us a food for it, luckily. I don't think we have any blessings at this point, and if you vote for A or B, I don't think it'll remove a curse for us. Onwards we go. Ow. I like this encounter because it's basically free gear. Almost didn't make that.
Breathe. You have done well.
Moving gracefully to the carriage, you quickly gain access to a pair of locked crates contained within. Ew. Alright, what do we want? We don't want Reaper's Arrow, obviously. Bastion of Purification is good for undead. It's only 5 less defense than our current shield. It's a pretty good shield to have. We can take our Gambler's Jewel to help us out with dice gambits, which there hasn't been a whole ton of those so far. We can take the Mask of Holy Fortunes, which, when skeletons reanimate, they drain life from enemies around them. That's pretty good. And also, I really like that card, Gambit Helper. And we don't have a helmet yet, so that's going to be our best choice to take. But we get 2 things, because we got a great success. I don't think we need Valiant Aegis. Like, eating every 3rd step, not containing food, that's good and all, but that's only 1 food every 3 steps. We don't have a ton of steps to go through in this H level. So I'm thinking it's between the ring and the shield. The shield will help us more in battle, the ring will help us more in gambits, that we may or may not have more of. But I might regret it later. Yeah, skeletons are easy. Their only gimmick is that they revive after you kill them a couple times. So specifically having that helmet that we took makes them hurt other things every time they die. So you actually get to proc it multiple times in the fight. And it's also really nice that it instantly highlights a bad card in card gambits. That helps us a ton. Yeah, I'm going to take the Gambler's Duel just in case we come across some more dice gambits, because we have a decent shield right now. That one's obviously better, but we haven't had too much issues with combat this chapter. You flee the wetlands, though the taint of its stench lingers with you. Gain 2 fame. Okay, so now we've got our Mask of Holy Fortunes, our Band of Faith, a Ring of Food, and Gambler's Jewel. Can't get rid of this fucking curse. Army of Gluttony. Broad Shield and Cardinal Blade. Alright, let's move on. Ooh, Fallen Treasure. Again, this is a pretty easy gear pickup. And hey, there's that shield. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. And I will equip it. We just have to pass the Precision Gambit. Easy. This one's always easy. Gain more fame, and we get out safely. We didn't get any more food, though, so we're going into the next floor with 0 food.
She
Oh, shit.
smells death upon you. Death promised but not delivered. Death whose time has been delayed.
This is sudden. Glad we got that shield. Alright, well, we still had 0 villagers lost. I'm not sure how many chances we actually had to lose villagers. I mean, I assume that if we'd come across the ones where the villagers asked us for food, if we'd denied them, we would have had to fight them. But, like, that's the obvious choice, to not deny them. I don't know where the challenge was in this chapter. I guess if you were so low on food that you were going to die from starvation, that you would have had to weigh the option of not giving them food. But, you know, we've been kind of fine. Like, we've never had food to give them on most of those encounters, but then we ended up getting some, and it's healed any damage we've taken from the starvation. Like, right now we're at 72 out of 80. We lost some max life, but, you know, for all things considered, we're full on health. The sky is unnaturally dark as you approach the ruined graveyard. A cloaked figure stands amid the crumbling tombstones. Despite your stealthy approach, it turns to watch your arrival. A lair of the Necromancer. Yeah. Death Mage. Okay, we haven't come across this enemy type yet, I don't believe. The living have no place here, she rasps, the breath leaving her body with some effort. Though you will make a fine source material for another minion. She raises her staff and undead rise from the ground. Oh, I thought it was going to be more than that. So it's just a straight up fight then, I guess. All we gotta do is not fuck up. How hard could that be? We're pretty much as outfitted as we're gonna get. Our Armor of Gluttony is giving us nothing, though, because we have no food. Countess Athanasia. This death mage turns the dead into tools of chaos and slaughter. Use bash to break through her gruesome armor. She doesn't have armor. That's a fucking cloak. Whatever. So, we have lots of skeletons in this fight, which means that our helmet is going to be doing splash damage as we kill them. So that's going to help us with the boss, too. Let's do it.
Fighting dark.
Right in the middle. Flap. See, that's the helmet damage. Bam. Isn't that nice? It's on a cooldown though. You gonna summon more? Okay. I'm fine with that. They help me hurt you. Okay, let's walk right up to your face and use this. Yeah. All of them hit. Doesn't look like the helm's activating anymore, though. But we can use it to build up hits for our special. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Flap. And you're dead. Right as a bomb hits us. Let's see. Denying the hungry peasants food in the first time draws a lot of pain cards. Enough pain cards to kill the two streamers you saw attempt it. Haven't personally tried it, so I can't tell you how you'd go about losing a villager. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure why you would try and deny them, unless, I guess, if you were going into the challenge thinking that you'd need a lot of food at the end, maybe you'd try and conserve it. But that wasn't the case here, luckily, because we had none. Smoking ash is all that remains of the necromancer as you inspect the contents of the crypts. There you find letters written and signed with the Emperor's seal, each one calling for your death. What have you done to earn the Emperor's wrath? As if in an answer, the voice of the hermit rings in your ears. It's not what you have done, but what you are yet to do. A powerful force presses against you, and every move takes you closer to the end of the game. You have few friends now. Whatever, we got more companions than we had when we started. We got friends. Alright, well this is a pretty easy chapter though. All things considered. What did we get?
This is what we seek to eradicate. These creeping horrors that stretch across our land.
For killing the necromancer, the wretched, why would I ever want to put that in my deck? I mean, we didn't succeed before, but it looked like the best we could have done was get our food back. Although I guess there were a couple other things on that wheel I didn't pay too much attention to. So maybe you could use it as a trade. Like, you lose 2 food but gain something else, maybe. Hey, Thomas the Ogre. That's definitely going in my deck. That was a great encounter. All of his gambits were pretty easy, so we got a lot of gains from it. And I guess if we're really starving, we could kill him. Mystery chest. Ooh, that sounds fun. Thunar's Talons, another 2-handed weapon that we might not ever use. Thorn Shell, another artifact we might never use. Ooh, and Ring of Defense. We might use that. We like defense. And this is for avoiding any unnecessary villager deaths, for gold starring it. Kolbjorn's Traps. Huh. Okay, that's probably another artifact, I guess. It'd be really cool if it added extra skills to our companion, though. That'd be interesting. Since they only have the one. Alright, for beating Thomas the Ogre. Gladiator's Visage. New helmet. And lastly, for appealing to the Shaman of Eyebright Weld. Our next chapter for Kolbjorn. Still, fuck that Shaman, though. Gave me a lot of food, but gave me that curse, too. That sucked. Gave me a curse on top of taking a max health draw. So, that wasn't the best. Well, yeah, if you consider the Armor of Gluttony, then yes. But I mean, by normal means, if you lose 2 food, gain 2 food, that's not much of a gain. Like I said, unless there's other things on that wheel that you might want more than food, then it would be a good card. Alright, well, that was Chapter 15, Temperance. Thank y'all for coming by. This was probably one of the more active streams of the series so far. Even if it was only 3 of y'all, but, you know, it's fun. This is a fun game. I've definitely stuck with this a bit longer than I thought. I kind of picked it up on a whim. But it's been a real fun series to do. And next week we'll have our new camera, so that you can get back to seeing my stupid face while we mess up. And let's see, next week will be... Oh, we're gonna go fight the devil, apparently. Alright, so I hope to see y'all there. No. I mean, the stream delay's there, but... They... I guess that's the point of showing the chat on the stream itself, is that if somebody's coming back and watching this later on YouTube or something, my comments will actually be timed up with your comment. Alright guys, I will see y'all next week. Thanks for coming by.